the one that can kill the body, but fear the one that can kill the body and the soul. I also heard, I'm going to use you to paint the greatest picture the world has ever seen. John, I'm going to use you to paint the greatest picture the world has ever seen. I don't know how he's going to do that. I don't know what he's going to do, and I don't know when he's going to do it. But I believe that he's going to do that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have told me so. Somehow, some way, some kind of way. And I heard you are the two witnesses. What? Well, who do you think they are? That's what I heard. Well, who do you think they are? I don't ask myself questions like that. I don't, well, who do you think they are? I mean, and why I wouldn't tell myself I'm going to use you to paint the greatest picture the world has ever seen. I wouldn't tell myself that. I'm not saying these things like as a reminder of, like I'm doubting. I'm not doubting anything. Today's another 4/2 to pass the calendar, but like I said, I am bringing fire on 4/2. On the 42 month mark, or on April 2nd, 2023, 2024, 2022, 2028. I don't know if it's even a date, or if, whatever. All I know is he's bringing fire. He's going to bring fire. He is going to bring fire. That's for certain. Guaranteed. That's a guarantee. We know that. The earth will be consumed by fire. The Holy Spirit's fire and the natural fire. That kind of fire right there. That kind. Trying to get my fire pit burned down. All this brush I threw in there from that tree that crushed my truck. Well, this is just some of it, but I got a whole truck bed full of this stuff out on the street. Yeah, it's kind of chilly out here. Warm me up. Warm me up a little bit. Yes. There we go. Let's get this sucker blazing. There we go. See what a little breath will do? Just give it a little air, right? I don't know how to feel today, guys. I really don't. Like I said, I've watched 3 come and go. I'm not disappointed because, I mean, it's a little bit unnerving, a little bit. But at the same time, with what I felt and thought that, what I really sensed anyway was, many prophets have spoken about New York getting pretty much decimated, and I really thought that with all of that and everything, and that I'm bringing fire on 4/2 meant the day the nuke's gonna hit New York. It's gonna hit off the coastline, but so I'm not disappointed, in the fact that it wasn't today, because that means a lot of lost souls are going to hell. The day that happens, whenever it is, even if it's 5 years from now, or 2 years from now, or 3 years from now, even if it's down the road, there's going to be a lot of lost souls going to hell that day. So I'm not in any way hopeful for that to come. I hope I'm not here to witness it. I don't want to know that the Lord spoke that. And I mean, he didn't speak that. I'm just saying that I don't want that to be what the sense that I got from it was, that the day the New York gets nuked, and I don't want that I don't want to witness that or be here and see that all over the news and think, oh my gosh, like, what could I have done to help so many people, knowing ahead of time, way back in 2017, what could I have done, And the other thing is, I was kind of reluctant to think that it was this year. I mean, you guys, if you've seen some of my videos, maybe you'd be like, oh, that's bullcrap, John. No, you did. Well, here's the thing. I did, because of certain ways and things that were other things that there's a video up of my boy and I had prayed in my truck, and the confirmations just seemed just too unrealistically perfect, supernaturally perfect for it not to be this year. But the thing is what's really crazy is smoke in my eye. What's really crazy about that is just that I lost my train of thought for a minute. I was going somewhere with that, guys. What was I saying? Oh, what was I saying about I'm not disappointed that the day passed. It's not like I was setting that date. Like I said, I just said a little bit ago, I don't even know if I am bringing fire on 4/2 means a date. I don't know what that means. I don't. It seems like it's a date. It seems like on 4/2, like, hey, on 9/11 this happened, or on 3/16, or on 3/21. It seems like it's a date, but everything will come together. Eventually, everything will come together. I know that. Come on, man. I need this fire pit to light up. A lot of this stuff's still damp. It rained for a lot of days. It's only been dried up a couple days, but it's still probably wet down in there. There's a lot of stuff that's got to happen. I mean, the 2 witnesses have to prophesy for 3.5 years. The Antichrist beast system, the mark of the beast, has to eventually come into play. There's supposed to be a grand revival greater than the world has ever seen, you know, greater than that of Pentecost. Hundreds of people performing greater miracles than Jesus. Like, I talked about that in a video the other day. Like, think about Jesus and all the miracles he performed. Well, think about what they did at Pentecost, but then think about what happens when there's hundreds and hundreds, or thousands even, or hundreds of thousands of people doing that, more than that, all at the same time around the earth. You know, that's a grand revival, man, like a true Holy Spirit filled revival, you know. And this isn't, I don't want anybody to misunderstand me. This ain't like a prosperity gospel preacher, you know. I'm not saying everything's going to be all grand and all that. It's not. That's going to occur when a lot of people are experiencing some heavy duty tribulation here, you know. Those things are going to be happening during a hard time. That revival is going to be occurring during a very trying time here, not during, you know, prosperity and peace and all that. It's like, why do you think, I mean, think about it. Well, the only need for a revival like that is when it's really, really bad. It's like, if things ain't really that bad, then that kind of revival isn't really necessary, you know. I'm gonna say it's, you know, it's always good to have a revival. That's not what I mean, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, it's not, you know, for that kind of revival. Look at what was going on in Jesus's day, right? They were crucifying people, you know. They were burning Christians, they were killing Christians, you know. They were flogging people, and, you know, just the oppression from the Roman Empire onto the people. I mean, look how bad it was. Well, how bad is it going to be here for a revival even greater than that of when Jesus was here, and greater than that when Pentecost took place, and, you know, when all of that happened, you know, how bad is it going to be here for that kind of revival to be necessary? So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But it's getting chilly out here. This pit's not gonna, hopefully it just smolders like that all night long eventually and just burns this whole box down. I got a concrete, this fire pit I built, I put this in. I have to show you guys in the daytime, but I got this concrete box here. And there's, hold on. You see those holes down there? I got 2 holes on the north side, 2 holes on the south side, 2 holes on the east side, and 2 holes on the west side. And it's actually a catty corner, so it's southeast, northwest, northeast, you know. But these big 4-inch holes, and then I got 4-inch hole pipes that go down in the ground and into the bottom of the box. There's 4 of them. So the idea is the 4 stacks that I got around this thing are drawing air into the bottom of the pit, and then the holes at the top of the pit breathe, you know, they're letting air flow through the top of the box to get a lot of airflow in there. But